A new study finds that almost 90% of North America's insects and arachnids have no conservation status at all. Arachnids, including spiders, scorpions, and harvestmen, daddy longlegs, often inspire fear or disgust. Despite their reputation, these animals play an essential role in keeping ecosystems functioning. As global biodiversity declines in what some researchers call the insect apocalypse, two ecologists at the University of Massachusetts Amherst set out to evaluate how insects and arachnids are faring across the United States. What they found was not reassurance, but a striking lack of basic information. Their study, recently published in PNAS, underscores the urgent need to better measure, safeguard, and recognize the value of insects and arachnids as a foundation of planetary health. Insects and arachnids are fundamental for human society. They help with pollination and biological control of pests. They can serve as monitors of air and water quality, and they have worked their way deeply into many cultures throughout the world. Think of Aragog in the Harry Potter book series, for example. Many people care about popular charismatic animals on the planet, like lions and pandas, which justly have received international conservation attention. Given that insects and arachnids don't usually get the same attention, we wanted to know how they were doing. To get a clearer picture, researchers compiled conservation assessments for 99,212 known species of insects and arachnids found in North America, north of Mexico. The scale of what they uncovered surprised them. Almost 90%, 88.5% to be precise, of insect and arachnid species have no conservation status. We simply have no idea how they are doing. Almost nothing is known about the conservation needs of most insects and arachnids in North America. In practical terms, that means the vast majority of these species have never been formally evaluated for risk, leaving scientists and policymakers without the information needed to guide protection efforts. The limited data that do exist are unevenly distributed. Aquatic insects used to gauge water quality, including mayflies, stoneflies, and caddisflies, are far more likely to be studied. More visually appealing groups, such as butterflies and dragonflies, also receive a disproportionate share of conservation attention. Arachnids, in particular, are really missing from conservation. Most states don't even protect a single species. We need more data and protection for insects, but also arachnids. The researchers also identified political and economic patterns. States that depend heavily on extractive industries such as mining, quarrying, and oil and gas extraction were less likely to offer protections to insects or arachnids. In contrast, states where public attitudes are more eco-centric tended to safeguard a greater number of species. By way of comparison, researchers point to bird conservation, which has been far more successful in protecting and preserving species. The research shows that you get the best conservation efforts when broad, diverse coalitions come together. In the case of birds, it was hunters, bird watchers, non-profit organizations, and many other constituencies who banded together to reach a common goal. Insects and arachnids are more than objects of fear. We need to appreciate them for their ecological importance, and that begins with collecting more data and considering them worthy of conservation. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed our videos, subscribe to our channel for there's more to come.